Hello guys, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and today's problem set is string to integer array. So basically this question states that given a string you need to convert it into the integer, but there are different conditions on converting it to integer. First is if a string contains white spaces initially, then you have to strip all those white spaces, means remove all those white spaces. Second is if the string contain plus or minus sign, you have to retain those characters. And if and third condition is if a string start from non numeric character, means if we consider example 4, here is w, so we need to just return 0 in that condition. Also, if a string is out of bound of 2 to the power 32-bit integers, then we need to return the init max of 2 to the power 31 or init minimum of 2 to the power 31 minus 1. So these all are a different condition, but in this particular question there are so many boundary cases. I myself, while solving this question, encountered many insightful boundary cases, like I never thought of it in while solving this problem. So it might be the case that you need to try this question 2 to 3 times, because if one scenario I talk about is while solving this question I encountered the this, like if 3.1414. So in this particular item, this particular item should also be considered as a numeric value, though we can't use it. If I check it by str dot if I check this value by dot str dot is numeric, then it will give me the false, right? So for these kind of situation I have to think of. And also if it is like plus minus and 3 4 5, then this isn't a valid solution. Also, if it is plus 4 3 5 9 and a b c, here we need to return this particular value. So all these things were not mentioned in the question. You can't have an intuition about these little boundary cases, but while solving and while getting error on those particular entries, I modified my code little bit, so as to able to pass those particular boundary cases. So let's go through the code, and at particular step I will let you know why did I introduce this step, what was the boundary case at that time. So the first thing is I'm stripping all the white spaces from front and from the back. This particular thing, what it does, it strip the white spaces. Suppose the string is abz, like this. So in return it will return us GFD. So it will strip all the front white spaces and all the back white spaces, right? And if in the case, if it is a case like if our string is just a blank string, then we'll return directly 0 from here only. Now what I'm doing is, see, it is given like, if you see this example, here we definitely have a numeric value, but before that there is a string kind of characters of a string, right? So we need to return the output as 0 here. So for these kind of things I'm taking only the first part, that I'm doing by string dot split 0. It means it will give me the first what I can say, substring of that string. Now further moving, now everything what I will do will be done on this particular first substring of the string, right? First I will check that whether this particular string is numeric string or not. For that, if I'm checking uh, if any of the case violates, right? Violates means in the sense, if this is mine, if the first string, see, what could be the chances of first character to be our favorable string? The chances to be, if first string, first character of our substring contains minus, plus, or anything ranging between 0 to 9, right? If this occurring in our first character of the substring, means our string is favorable string, right? So here I checked if any of the situation violates, means it is not minus, it is not plus, it is not in the range of 0 to 9, then definitely we're gonna return 0 for this particular string, right? Okay, now I introduced this line for a basic reason. The reason was, if a string is like plus minus 349, so for this particular kind of string our answers should be 0. So I introduce this space before the string. I will let you know why I did it and where it's going to use in the future problem. So now my string would be something like this, right? Now I introduce the regex parser. So what this regex parser is doing, basically it is checking if the first character of the string is space. Yes, it is a space. Then it is checking whether or not the plus or minus is there. Only one occurrence, 1 or 0 occurrence. So here is 2 occurrence. See, here is 1 occurrence, so fine. And second, it is checking, is there any numeric character, but here is minus, so we're going to return 0 for these kind of substring. So it is definitely the false for our this kind, but for this kind of situation here is plus, right? So 0 or 1, if this question mark state that whether minus comes or plus come, or they comes for one time or 0 time, right? So it is coming for one time, then it is satisfied. Now in this particular phrase, this is or statement, whether whether my substring will be satisfying this part or whether my substring will be satisfying this part. So if I check for this part, means there is one or more occurrence of numeric digits, right? Here if there is one, or this particular part is for the satisfaction of decimal point digits. So like if something is like this, we are checking one or more numeric numbers, decimal, one or more numeric numbers, right? So that this is all regex parser. Through this we are capturing the numeric digits out of the particular substring. I earlier mentioned that if I consider 3.245 ABC, here this is a valid substring for us, because out of this we're going to extract this part. This wasn't given in the question, but while solving it and while getting error on this particular test case, I modified my this regex parser. So here I'm checking. Okay, now I'm eliminating this space part, because this was for particular that particular base case, boundary case, minus plus boundary case. So I'm extracting my. So here s of 0 would give me the favorable string. See, in the regex parser, if regex search will give me a kind of function, a list of kind of thing. So s of 0 will give me the favorable substring, and one I'm excluding this space part. If there is nothing, coming from this search function is returning none, then I will be returning 0, right? Now I will be eliminating if there is any white space left. We don't not require these line, but maybe there would be some case for that, I have put it here. And also if there is a plus sign, I need to ignore that plus sign. We don't need the plus sign in the output string, as I can show you. They didn't show it here, but if it is like plus 42, then we're gonna ignore that plus sign, so that's why I ignored it here, right? Now if our solution comes to be 3.14, then we need to return 3, right? So that's why I'm first converting my string to the float integer, float, and then to the integer, right? And here is the condition: if my string, my integer, now s is integer value exceed that 32-bit integer value, then I'm returning that part only. If it is less than 32-bit integer value, then I'm returning that only. Else I will be returning my integer itself, right? Now let's run the code and see whether it pass all the test cases. Yeah, it passed, and let's try to submit. See here, before getting accepted my answer, I have to go through so many wrong answers, right? Now it got passed, and definitely it's not a easy problem because there is so many boundary cases you need to consider. So go through this code, do some modification if you want by yourself. First try yourself. First try to check what could be the boundary cases and all. Try yourself. You don't, if you stuck in any part, in any bound, in satisfying any boundary case, just go through this code and it will definitely help you. Thank you. I hope you really enjoyed this video tutorial. Thank you so much.